What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Holden has never seen the first three Fast and Furious movies. I know he's seen the later ones where they get like over the top with the Michael Bay-esque kind of explosions and whatnot, but the first one, to me, objectively, it's the best movie. So I really am excited that he hasn't seen it and that he's going to see it today. Do you have any idea why it's such one of the biggest franchises, you know, to hit cinema in the last like 15 years?
Yeah, a little history of Pastor and I. Pastor tried showing me these movies like years ago, and they really mean a lot to him, and I was making fun of them. Fast and Furious 27, Race to the Moon, because like, where do you go from here? So sorry about that, because I know that there's a strong and loyal fan base for these. So I think I saw Fast 5, and I might have seen Fast 7, 8. I've seen some of the newer ones. I saw the Calvin and Hobbes one that came out not too long ago. Calvin and Hobbes? No. Okay. Hobbes and Shaw.
Oh, there it is.
That was a joke. Anyway, but I've never seen the originals. I've seen some memes about it where like how far they've come with like driving out of like buildings and stuff, where I guess in this one they're like trying to steal like VCRs or something like that. I'm curious to see this one, especially to compare it to some of the recent ones. So I'm looking forward to that. I know that this is a franchise where it's like cars and girls and, you know, like hip hop, and that's what you're getting. So I'm trying not to get my expectations too high. I do know that there's that whole family, you guys are my family, we're not blood but we're all family type of thing. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to check it out, and I think that I'll enjoy it if I go in with that mentality.
Yeah. This was not a lot about the whole, I mean, you know, let's just get into it. I love this movie and hopefully he'll like it. Guys, stick around, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
One of those like off-shoot movies. It feels like a Jackie Chan movie in a sense, which is...
I see what you're saying. This feels like, who am I?
Yeah.
Like, why would the truck keep going? Like, man, take it. It's a VCR. You don't got to do all this, man. Oh, nice. Hey, look at this guy.
You saw his hair.
What's up with this fool? What is he, sandwich crazy?
I love this, man. I'm so into this right now.
Bullshit, asshole. No one likes a tuner here. Yeah, well, I do.
This really escalated so fast.
He knows I can box. So check it out. It's like this.
I like how they did that.
That's a cool
Focus,
shot. Yeah,
focus,
yeah.
focus.
That was pretty sweet.
Lost the race, lost his car.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
We have reported street racing along Hawthorne.
Oh shit, we got cops!
Pull in. Oh!
Yo, Dom. Hey, man. We were just about to go look for you, brother.
You alright?
Am I alright?
Why'd you bring the buster here?
Cause the buster kept me out of handcuffs.
That was an $80,000 vehicle, officer.
Oh!
Hey, you know what? Why
He's a
don't you
cop.
send the bill to Johnny Tran?
The kid's giving me attitude?
This is your car.
My car?
Dropped out of school, something about engines that calms me down.
Hey, Jesse, hand me
Eat
that
some
chicken.
grub, man.
Wash my car when you get done.
What was that?
No, Mia. I'm talking to the punk.
Is it because he's doing dishes?
It's because he's drunk.
You know, it sounds weird, but he would make like a good, like older Peter Parker. Dom doesn't trust anybody, Paul. Ew. Jesus! Good police work today.
What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
Smoke.
I wouldn't want to get any exhaust on that pretty face.
How about you put your money where your mouth is? You want an adrenaline rush? It'll be too large. Right here, right now.
What you got?
See ya.
Where's Jesse going?
Just raised sand for slips.
Shit.
And you know what? It was you!
Vance! Vance, don't get back in!
Oh!
Unhook yourself! Do it!
Nice. Ooh, God. You know, you want to root for these guys, but really, they were trying to rob this. Do you think the truck driver doesn't know if they were gonna kill him? Or
Yep.
whatever? Nice stunt. That's really all that looks good. Oh!
Yeah, this is Officer Brian O'Connor. I'm off duty MAPD. About 24 years of age, 6 foot, maybe 200 pounds.
So I'm getting the big boy car.
Don't put the gun down now!
Brian, I gotta find Jesse before they do. I'm all the kids got.
Dominic, I'm so sorry.
Oh!
Jesse! Jesse!
Yeah, just go run them over. They're on motorcycles, dude. I'm all over this movie, dude. Yep, awesome. Take him out. Oh.
God, dude.
Oh, this guy killed your friend. Go kill him, Dom. Oh, nice. Oh! Oh, man, he died. You killed him, Paul. Oh, I've seen that shot. I might have saw it on board. Yeah! Oh! My God.
That's not what I had in mind. You know what you're doing?
I owe you 10-second car.
Oh, nice.
So we just finished watching The Fast and the Furious, the first original installment in these long-running franchise. This was one of those movies that you guys may or may not have requested. I can't remember. I know that when I first watched it, I was a huge fan. I went with my uncle to see it, and back then you had to wait for stuff to come out on VHS or DVD. And when it came out on VHS, he bought it, and then we ended up buying a DVD copy. And my 8th grade homeroom teacher, Miss Hoyt, I don't know if she's gonna watch this video or not, but I had the hugest crush on her, and she was not able to see this movie in theaters. So when I told her I had a copy on DVD, and she was like, "Mind if I borrow it?" I was like, "Yeah, maybe I get a date out of it." That doesn't make sense, but you know. Yeah, Holden, I don't want to talk about what I think about the movie because I don't want to ruin it and jade your perspective or anything, but what did you think about the original Fast and Furious movies, knowing how you said that it's been kind of blown out of proportion, super unrealistic? What did you think about the original?
I've always been kind of like not really wanting to see this movie, only because it didn't really have anything I felt like I would be interested in. I don't really care about cars and racing. I don't really care about being misogynistic and just seeing hot girls just for the sake of them being there. And there was nothing in it that I thought that I would really like a lot. That being said, kind of going into it, I can kind of put that to the side and just try to be entertained. I thought I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's just like an age thing, because I love like the one-liners. I love them getting in fights over like tuna sandwiches and trying to be like who's the real alpha male type of situation. I don't know if it was supposed to be hilarious. I don't know if I'm enjoying it for the reasons that everyone liked at the time, but I did enjoy it. We mentioned before, I really liked Michelle Rodriguez in this movie. I thought that it was good that if you are going to be just so blatantly misogynistic, where you have just girls taking off their clothes that have for no other reason than because guys are watching it, I thought it was good to have like a badass female character that is driving around. And I know that she's in the later movies because I've seen some of the later ones. I really liked. I thought from like a story perspective, although it has those campy one-liners that I really liked. I thought that they did a good job of making everything like integrated or integral because like at the very end the kid comes back and he gets shot, and that's like where all the drama comes up at the nearing at the end of the third act. I like that they leave it off with Paul Walker's character giving him the key so he can get away. So even though he was a cop the whole time, which I didn't know, I didn't see coming, so that was kind of a cool little twist for me. He gives him the key to the car and he heads out to leave more room for that. That even though he was a cop, he was still being honest with them, and kind of like a Dances with Wolves situation. So even though he's like a cop, he's trying to go in there and infiltrate, but slowly becomes one of them. So I thought I liked that. I thought that was really good. Overall, I thought it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Again, I don't know if I enjoyed it for the reasons that everyone else liked it. I don't know if people are like, man, this is so cool. I love racing and stuff. I love the one-liners. I love the over-the-top action. So for that, I enjoyed it a lot.
How did you feel about the Paul Walker-Vin Diesel relationship? The fact that they first meet each other in this one, and knowing how crazy and over the top the franchise gets, how did that sit with you?
I really liked it. I liked their relationship, and I know that's a big part of the whole franchise, the relationship between Paul Walker and Dom. I keep going back and forth between the real names and the character name, but I was under the impression, this was the red herring throughout the movie, that it was like that little that Asian gang or whatever that was stealing the stuff, and that's what they led you to believe. So I really didn't think that it was Dom and the others. I thought that he was like clean. He's like, I'm not going to prison. We do the street racing thing, but that's about it. So I was like, oh man, now Paul Walker's gonna have to turn him in, and that's gonna be like the big crescendo there. So that was a really good twist. A lot of twists and turns that made sense. So what didn't make sense to me at first was when they're like, I'll bet my car. I'm like, who the heck are you, dude? Like, why would you ever do that just to try and make a point or show that you're this great racer or whatever? But it makes sense that he didn't even pay for the car, the police did. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm glad that it wasn't just like, I'm gonna show my pride and because nobody can beat me because I'm the true alpha dog. But really, he was just a cop that was being funded. So I was like, okay, that makes so much more sense to me.
So as far as like knowing, and how we talked about many times, that the movies just kind of trail off, and there's like flying cars and people jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper, and you guys that have seen the movies and are fans of the franchise know how ridiculous the action gets from here on out, especially after like the third film. Was it a pleasant surprise that it wasn't over the top and campy, even though it was fun and the one-liners and stuff, which they are pretty funny. We laughed a lot throughout. But as far as from like taking that away and saying, objectively, was it a good film? Did you expect that going into a Fast and Furious movie?
Yeah, well, it still had times that were over the top, I feel like. But knowing like where it goes, I will say that this, since I have seen some of the more recent ones, this one did feel the most grounded. It felt like a lot of the stunts were practically done, which was awesome. You could tell a couple times when they would do certain shots that they were on like a green screen set or studio, but they definitely did a bunch of the shots practically, which was really, really cool to see. So I think as much as I like some of the action and stuff from the other ones, when I think of where Fast and Furious is now, it's with the Calvin and Hobbes, or the Hobbs and Shaw that is now, and I think of that scene where The Rock is like holding a helicopter with like a chain, and he's holding on to this other semi-truck, and just like absurd things, versus this where they're like really racing at least, and really blowing up stuff and showing all of it. So I prefer the practical stuff over some of the other CGI stuff. I do know that in the current movies they are still doing stuff practically. I'm not trying to take away any of that, but you can just feel as an audience when it's not real, and it can kind of take you in and out if it's not done well or if it's overdone.
So yeah, I mean, I'm glad, honestly, that you enjoyed this one, because although this isn't my favorite in the franchise, I believe objectively it's the best one. I think it's the best storyline. I think it's the best execution that they did. This one, some people I've heard say it doesn't stand the test of time and it doesn't hold up. I think it does for many ways. The practical effects being one, the fact that the story had a beginning, middle, and end. There were plot twists that if you don't know of it going in, they can get you. We watch movies a lot, so these plot twists sometimes that you can see the writing on the wall. And I tried to take myself away from knowing that there was a plot twist, and I still was able to see, that was really well done. So I'm glad you liked it. As far as I go, rating for this movie, because of what it means to me, being a family, not in the story, familia family, but my uncle got me into it. We shared the whole racing thing growing up. He had a Honda Civic, and every time we went grocery shopping, I thought we were, in a race car, especially after this came out. So for me, this is one of those movies that I hold real dear to me, and and I like a lot. So from a loving it, I would give it a 10, but from a movie perspective, and being objective with that, I would give this movie maybe like a 7.5. I think it still had some things that they could have buffed out. I think the attention to detail was incredible. There wasn't many continuity errors that I saw, like the practical, like the blood on Vin Diesel's shirt. I thought would be easy for them to kind of forget that or move it around or have different shirts than, you know, shooting it in different days, that kind of deal. Seemed like it was all pretty polished in the editing floor, which I thought was awesome. Holden, what would you give The Fast and the Furious, and are you looking forward to watching Too Fast, Too Furious, which is the second movie in the franchise?
So we are going to watch the next one, I'm guessing, then. Too.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought of this rating before you said yours because I wanted to get solid. We talk a lot about movies on my channel when we do stuff on here as well. That different movies have different ways to like enjoy them. Like this one, I went in just to have a good time. And so because I went in with that and it fulfilled that, for me, I was going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. Again, I don't know if I'm enjoying it for the same reason everyone else is. I love just kind of cracking jokes and having fun with this, which I think is what you should do with a movie like this. It doesn't take itself too seriously, at least not at this point, but seriously enough to where it takes itself seriously, but not over the top. So I really liked it for that, and I'm really happy we watched this. So this one is an 8 out of 10 I'll give.
Well, you guys kind of heard it, that he's in for watching the second one. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm going to make a post for the patrons on the channel to figure out if they would like us to do every one of the movies he hasn't seen. I think he's only seen like 2 or 3 of them. There are a lot, so I'm going to let you guys choose on that. But we are going to do, I know I am going to put a lot of posts on Patreon to have you guys think of what we want to watch, vote on what we're going to watch. Any franchises within the realm of movies Holden hasn't seen, of course, but we're definitely going to give that power to you guys, and I think it'd be more fun that way. I'm glad that Holden gave it an 8, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We had a lot of fun watching it. I haven't seen it in probably 5 or 6 years, since Holden and I were roommates, actually. That's probably the last time I saw it. So I'm glad we were able to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have a Patreon page, a Teespring page. All the links are down in the description below. All the links to Holden's channel, Matt's channel, Jeremy's channel, everyone's channel. I always link everything down below. So if you guys want to contribute to the channel directly, definitely check out the Patreon and definitely check out the Teespring page and get your merch, even though I'm not wearing it today, but I normally do. Yeah, check it out and support us that way. I really greatly appreciate it. These patrons that you're seeing around here somewhere scrolling up, these are the people that make the content directly. They influence the content and how it comes out and the quality and everything. So special thanks to these people. These are the patrons of the channel. If you'd like to be one of those, like I said, the description is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.